I really don't have any.
All right. Well, then that concludes all of the questions for this evening, and we will move on to closing statements. And by the luck of a coin toss, Mike will give the first closing statement.
First, I want to thank the League of Women Voters for having us here today. This is a great forum, and I'm hoping on ECTV that the students out in the area watch it and get a general idea on what politics is all about. I want to thank my family and friends for supporting me and being through me with this campaign. And I definitely want to thank my wife that's here tonight. She supports me, she loves me, and she gives me very constructive criticism, which makes me stronger every day. But this brings me why I'm running. I believe when people come together for a cause, they put all biases aside. This election is not about party, it's about the taxpayer. By representing the taxpayer fairly and honestly, we would have an honest and truthful state representative. Once elected, I will seek out like-minded individuals in Harrisburg to work on such things as excessive spending, job creation by creating business-friendly environment, eliminate wasteful spending like WHAMs, slush funds, and legislative increases, and work towards reducing the size of the legislature and the staff. Work on true property tax reform and elimination. I will tell you that I'm not going to take salary and then secretly take per diems behind people's back. Mr. Murphy stated that Mr. Shimkus was part of a failed reform class of 2006. Well, I'm here to say Mr. Murphy is part of the failed reform class of 2008. On WYOU, Mr. Murphy, you did absolutely say you were going to post your receipts online. He took over $3,600 in tax-free per diems for 23 days during that budget impasse last year. 5 of those days weren't in session. If you weren't in session, you shouldn't have taken your per diems. Last year, he took almost $17,000 in tax-free per diems on top of his $78,000 salary. To me, that is wrong. That is not honest, and it's not transparent.
Thank you, Mr. LaPala. The Republican candidate for the 113th district. Kevin, you have 2 minutes for your closing statement.
Thank you, Andrea. I'd like to thank the League of Women Voters. Andrea, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank Mark and ECTV and the University of Scranton for holding this forum and for holding this debate. I'd like to thank my opponent for being here, and I would like to congratulate him and his family on a difficult several months and probably many months. It's not easy, but I respect the process. I respect you as a candidate seeking the position of state representative. And I want to thank my wife, Denise. I want to thank my 3 children, Casey, Kevin, Michael, and PJ. This position, it's not an easy one. And whenever I feel like complaining or anybody asks me if I have any complaints, I say, I volunteered. I didn't get drafted. So I worked really hard to get here. We work really hard at trying to provide services and do the right things by the people we represent. I always want to keep in mind that my wife and my children, that they're counting on me to do a good job. They have to go to school. They have to go amongst the community, their friends every day, and they want to know that Dad's down there trying to do a good job, trying to work hard, trying to work for working class people. And I've been an independent voice over the past year and a half. There was a sensitive issue on the Scranton State School for the Deaf, came up only weeks after I was sworn in. I didn't want to have to disagree with the minority leader of the Democratic Party, or disagree with the governor of the same party. But I thought those children's best interests would have been best served had that school remained open. So between providing the services that we provide to veterans and senior citizens and the help we provide in providing health care to children, and just the day-to-day services that my staff offers and the things they're able to do for people, I think that deserves another 2 years in Harrisburg. And I humbly ask for your support.
Thank you, Kevin. The Democratic candidate. I want to thank everyone for joining us here this evening. Again, the League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan political organization. We're volunteers also, and I invite you to join us. We have membership brochures out on the table. You can visit our website at www.lwvlackawanna.org. If you'd like to be an active, involved member, we invite you to join us, or if you just appreciate the work that we do and you want to support us, we would love to have your membership either way. I do want to thank the University of Scranton again for hosting us here this evening, and the Pre-Law Society for their assistance with ushering and providing questions for us. And I'd like to thank both of our candidates for their commitment to democracy. Thank you for putting yourselves on the line.
Thank you.
Again, if you do appreciate the work of the League of Women Voters, we've got students, our volunteers out at the door with a basket. Don't hesitate to make a financial contribution on the way out. We'd love to have that, and it will help us to pay for some of the things that we have to do in terms of educating the electorate, and some of that money goes to ECTV, so I'm sure Mark would be happy to have it as well. So again, thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Don't forget to vote on November 2nd.